Unless you've been under a rock in the boxing world, everybody has heard that Canelo's suing Golden Boy and DAZN for breach of contract. Canelo was the biggest pay-per-view star in America, and that's why DAZN picked him up. They thought bringing Canelo aboard for 11 fights for $365 million would expand their app in the U.S. So DAZN signed Canelo for an 11-fight deal worth $365 million. And I think they signed Triple G for a multi-fight deal too, like worth $100 million. Correct me if I'm wrong. It sounded like DAZN was against Canelo fighting Jacobs and Kovalov. They wanted to fight Triple G first. See, DAZN is not worried about unification matches. They're looking for fighters that can move the needle, that can grow the app in the United States. And they thought the Triple G trilogy would do that. And for the longest, Canelo refused to fight Triple G. He was not interested, as he said in plenty of interviews. Another problem Canelo was having is he did not trust De La Hoya. Some would think De La Hoya had a side deal with DAZN, because every interview that Canelo says he does not want to fight Triple G again, De La Hoya will have another interview and saying, well, yeah, they'll fight later on this year or next year. This made Canelo's distrust grow against De La Hoya. In plenty of interviews, he said De La Hoya cannot be trusted. Eventually, Canelo caved in and said, yo, it makes business sense, so I will fight Triple G again. Besides Triple G, what other fighters do DAZN consider premium fighters? And I don't want to hear about no UFC fighters because Canelo ain't like that. That's a circus. He wants to fight real fighters. So what fighters out there would you consider premium fighters? Would it be Jermell Charlo? Better BF? And Canelo was offering to take a 30% pay cut, which means instead of making $35 million, he roughly would go to $24 or $25 million. But DAZN wanted to cut it to $17.5 million. My personal opinion, I thought Canelo should have fought Colin Smith or Billy Joe Saunders. I thought those were decent opponents. And some people would throw Demetrius Andrade in that mix. But DAZN is not looking for that. They're looking for fighters that can bring in subscriptions. In other words, fighters that are going to move the needle. They want a mega fight. I really think DAZN would rather see Oscar De La Hoya fight Canelo than Billy Joe Saunders fight Canelo. Remember, it's all about moving the needle. I think Oscar De La Hoya will move the needle more than Billy Joe Saunders and Colin Smith. Especially in the United States, this would be a money grab. No way this fight would be competitive. This would be real interesting to see what happens between Canelo, Golden Boy, and DAZN. See the wording of the contract and the loopholes and who has to say about this, who has to say about that, and who wins the lawsuit, and what's next for Canelo. Does he really leave Golden Boy? We'll find out. Boxing is really crazy right now. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Jay Beezy. Subscribe to the channel. I'm gone.